Hey guys, what is up? Narcissus here from RLP Projects, coming to you today with a review on Cadence of Hyrule Crypt of the Necro featuring The Legend of Zelda. Phew, what a mouthful. As I have done previously when talking about games, I will talk about the bad aspects, the good aspects, and give my personal feelings about the game. So sit down, chill out, and enjoy this video. Okay guys, let's start out with the good things about Cadence of Hyrule. Number one thing is the music. I never usually care too much about the music in a game, but Cadence of Hyrule really blew it out of the water. Most, if not all, the music are remixes of the Legend of Zelda music. It was wonderful playing through this game with a nostalgic twist of music playing. It was really well done. The art style and character design for this game was pretty good. I wouldn't say I was in love with it all, but I think it had a beauty to it and was a unique art style for a unique game. So I give the art style and character design a green light. Since we were talking about character design, let's talk about how well they integrated the Legend of Zelda into this game. We had returning species of characters like the River Zoras from A Link to the Past, the Gerudos showed up in their typical location, the desert, Tingle made a starring appearance, and even a Goron showed its face in the Zelda spin-off. Then we had returning locations such as the Lost Woods, love it, Death Mountain, and even Lake Hylia. This game has a lot of nostalgic elements for Zelda fans. The monster design for this game had a lot of nostalgic value, though unfortunately we did not receive a lot of variation in monsters. A lot of the same monsters with different colors would show up, making you feel like you were constantly suffering from deja vu. I'm giving them the green light though because the monsters were quite difficult. The monsters could easily surround you, easily killing you if you are not careful and prepared. The challenge was quite welcome. In this Zelda spin-off, you can play as Link, Princess Zelda, or Cadence. Having the ability to play as multiple characters made it a unique experience since you can't really do this in any other Zelda game. I would like to see this feature in more Zelda games, whether it's a Zelda spin-off or not. The tools in the game were pretty well all returning tools from previous Zelda games, which is awesome. More nostalgic value, plus the tools function very well with the environment. Trying to figure out puzzles was a new experience since you hopped to move, and each time you move or use an item, it counted as a beat, so it made the game more challenging. I know you guys may be asking, what is a beat? But we will get to that here in just a few minutes. Finally, this game has a lot of replay value. I have started two separate games in Cadence of Hyrule, and the map layout is different for both. Plus, if you die and re-enter a dungeon, the floor layout for the rooms in the dungeon will change. Not only that, but you can beat the dungeons in any order that you like, so each playthrough of the game will have new value to it. Now for the bad things. The battle mechanics are rough. There's a tempo reader thing at the bottom of the screen, or a beat reader, I don't know, whatever, that a player must move to, but they must also somehow watch the screen to see what they are doing. This was ridiculous to me. It is nearly impossible to watch the tempo meter and combat monsters at the same time. Luckily, you can turn the tempo meter off, which I did as soon as I knew that I could. But that's not all the beef I have with combat. I did not like how you cannot swing your sword in this game. You just move, and if the enemy is in the right spot, the game automatically swings your sword for you. Now I got used to this after a while, and I will admit it adds strategic value to the game, but overall it was not as enjoyable nor as satisfying as being able to swing your sword on your own. Next, bosses are way too simple in this game. You can pretty well defeat them all with your sword. They are not challenging enough and should have more of a strategic method to defeating them. Ganon was the only exception to this, but even he was a walk in the park once you figured out his simple pattern. I felt like the monsters wandering Hyrule Field gave me more of a challenge. Boo! Finally, the story was trash. The story was mostly about Hyrule and had little to do with Cadence. Not only that, but there was hardly even a story at all. Oh, Cadence wanders into Hyrule. She needs a way home. Hyrule's in trouble again and must be saved. Wait, the villain is Ganon? Kill him. That's about it. Not to mention, I beat the game, if you count out the downtime I had with just setting the controller down and walking off, in just 6 hours. I spent good money on this for 6 hours? Good thing there is replay value, even though I don't think it will help this boring story. Overall guys, I enjoyed the game. It wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting, but it wasn't a masterpiece either. I give the game a 7.5 out of 10 and would recommend it to Zelda fans and to those of you who are bored wanting a quick game to play. But that about wraps up this project, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to stay notified on future videos, and leave me some comments down below. Until the next project, guys, take it easy. I'm out!